As a small boy, I spent many, many years down in the West Indies. I already said that. Well, I'll tell you. I wasn't always a small boy in the West Indies. I was a small boy in New York City first. But my parents are from the West Indies, and they wanted to go back to pay a visit. And at the age of 7, it is very difficult to exert your individuality. No one ever wants your opinion about anything on any subject at any time about nothing. Consequently, I went to the West Indies. And my father was a seaman, and he used to go drifting every now and then. As a matter of fact, we used to call him Old Drifter. And I'll never forget one day down there in sunny Jamaica, Old Drifter and I were drifting along the beach together. And I turned to him and I said, "Father?" I always called him Father. I said, "Father, tell me the story about man and woman, man to man." I was 7. He got that glazed look over his eyes, and I realized then and there I had to rephrase the question. So I turned back to him and I said, "Father?" Same fellow. "Tell me the story about the birds and the bees, if you please." When I was a lad just 3'3", certain questions occurred to me. So I asked me father quite seriously to tell me the story about the bird and bee. He stammered and he stuttered pathetically, and this is what he said to me. He said, "The woman piaba and the man piaba and the tan cold back a lemon grass, the lily root, gully root, belly root, and the famous granny scratch scratch." It was clear as mud, but it covered the ground, and the confusion made me brain go round. I went and asked a good friend of mine, known to the world as Albert Einstein. He said, "Son, from the beginning of time and creativity, there existed the force of relativity. Pi r square and -10 is rooted only when the solar system in 1 light year make the Haydn planetarium disappear. So if Mount Everest doesn't move, I am positive that it will prove that the woman piaba and the man piaba and the tan cold back a lemon grass, the lily root, gully root, belly root, and the famous granny scratch scratch." It was clear as mud, but it covered the ground, and the confusion made me brain go round. I grabbed a boat and I went abroad, and in Baden, Germany, asked Sigmund Freud. He said, "Son, from your sad face, remove the grouch, put the body up on the couch, I can see from your frustration a neurotic sublimation. Love and hate is psychosomatic. Your Rorschach shows that you're a peripatetic. It all started with a broken sibling, in the words of the famous Rudyard Kipling. He said the woman piaba and the man piaba and the tam-tam, cold buckle lemongrass, the lily root, gully root, belly root, and the famous granny scratch scratch. Well, I travel far and I travel wide, and I don't even have myself a bride. All the great men upon this earth have confused me since my birth. I've been over land and been over sea, trying to find the answer about the bird and bee. But now that I am 93, I don't give a damn, you see. If the woman piaba and the man piaba and the tam-tam, cold buckle lemongrass, hide the lily root, gully root, belly root, and the famous granny scratch scratch.